Wild Jobs Namibia with Rudy and Marlies is proudly sponsored by Windhoek Lager.
Namibia, land of the brave. Brave men and women who dedicate their lives to protecting a country of harsh terrain, ancient cultures and vulnerable wildlife. Namibian conservationists Dr. Rudy and Marlies van Vuren are on a mission to travel the length and breadth of Namibia to meet these intrepid individuals and to witness the incredible work they undertake on a daily basis. These are the unsung heroes of Namibian conservation, and these are their wild jobs. Marlies grew up on Harnas, a wildlife sanctuary near Gubabis.
For me, it's always nice to come back to Harnas. It's like coming back home. It's got beautiful childhood memories and memories of my dad and my brother that passed away. My mom's such a special person that it's always great to come back.
And for the kids, it's always nice coming back to Harnas because Grandma's always got a lot of presents and there's other mates that they can play with. And for me, I can't wait to spend a couple of days with my mother-in-law.
Harnas was started by Marlies' mother, Marita, and her husband, Nick, out of their love for animals. Marlies inherited this caring attitude.
Marlies and I know the story about Harnas, but can you, at your ripe age, still remember the story of Harnas and tell that to people?
We was farmers on Harnas, but the love for wild animals was bigger than the farm part.
People who knew about their love for animals started bringing injured and orphaned animals to Harnas, and the numbers grew and grew.
We decided, no, we can't farm and work with wild animals, so we sell all the cattle and we start a rehab center for animals and adopt center for baby animals.
One group of animals that needs to be fed twice daily is a troop of banded mongoose.
Vang my aan my vinger. Jy moet wakker wees. Ja. Maar nou die sosiale struktuur hier word gehardloop deur wyfies, soos meerkatte of hoe maar.
Dis is net soos meerkatte, die wyfies is die baas. Maar netjies moet tweede viool speel.
Maar ek sien hier's meer as een swanger, so dis nie soos meerkatte wat net een mag kleintjies kry nie.
Ja nee. Hier mag enigiemand kleintjies kry, maar almal help groot maak.
Okay. Pas op daai spring. Hey,
is klaar. Is klaar.
Hier is dit gevaarlik om jou hande te laat sak, lyk my. I remember as a child we had around about 4 and now there's around about 60 plus minus mongoose here. So how did that happen?
Mannies, they breed till they was nearby 12 and every day they go into the veld to look for some food. And one day they bring a group back and that was the start. And it's more and more from wild. And they came in and we feed them. And now they are so tame.
As at Nankusi, there are a lot of baboons here and they need to be taken for walks regularly.
What's the plan?
First, I must tell you what the plan for
Okay.
the day. We go this way, go in the cage, and then you collect baboons. And if we came at the airstrip, you can let me.
Okay, let's go. I
Let's
can't
go.
wait. Ay, ek kan nie.
Can't wait.
Lily.
Die julle kopienaanies. Onthou jy toe jy op Harnas nog was? Die brolloksond.
Ja?
Wat sommer 3 bobbejane op sy rug gehad het. Waar hy gegaan het was Rogertjie en Jakob en ek dink Ita.
En-
Want hy so met hulle hardloop en dan sien hy
En dan skree-
Meerkat. Dan trek hy oop en hou vas die bobbejane lelik plat op sy rug. Maar hardloop hy met hulle.
Nou maar, sê gou vir my as ma's nou in die veld en maar laat hulle nou speel en nie ontslaa raak van al hulle frustrasies en hulle is bobbejaan vir 'n uur of 2. Sien maar dat daar verskil is.
Ja, hemel verseker. As hulle so in die hok is, dan is hulle stout, hulle is aggressief. As die mense naby kom, gryp hulle deur die draad. As jy gestap het, dan is hulle relax.
Want by ons sien ek ook dat as ons loop met die bobbejaantjies, ons vat hulle so 2 na 3 ure uit 'n dag. En verskillende ouderdomsgroepe, maar hoe ouer hulle raak, begin ek al hoe meer permanente mense aanstel vir hulle. Dan is hulle minder aggressief. Dan kom jy agter hulle het respek vir sekere mense.
En dit is 'n baie goeie idee.
Ja, nee, jullie kinders is kyk hier so spesies.
Okay, klim julle af, toe.
Maak nou maar so 'n gym sessie in vir die dag.
O, dit is fantasties.
Jy kom hier.
Nee, klaar. Hier speel.
Nee.
Jy gaan nie nou by my nou speel. Kyk, nou kry ek.
Kyk hoe sien daai. Ai, en jou voice binnekoppie.
Wild Jobs Namibia with Rudy and Marlies is proudly sponsored by Windhoek Lager. Wild Jobs Namibia with Rudy and Marlies is proudly sponsored by Windhoek Lager.
The animals that grow up on Harnas range from friendly little bat-eared foxes to sharp-toothed water creatures.
Mom, you've raised a few funny and weird animals, but baby crocodiles and turtles together, what happened here?
The crocodiles, you know, that we bought from Otjiwarongo. I didn't know that in my lifetime they will get babies. But one morning the bushmen around and they said, "Oh, Mrs., there is babies." And the mom carried them to the water, but the daddy eat them. And yeah, we saved 22 babies that day.
Gubabas is not quite the crocodile mecca of Namibia. They occur mainly in the Chobe, Kunene and Zambezi rivers.
Yeah, but one day the farmers will phone me. Said, "Come and get your things."
Come and get your crocodiles. So how old is the bigger ones?
The biggest two is 3 years old, and then one is 2 years old, and the others was born last week.
So they actually just grow a millimeter or some millimeters a year.
Yeah, I think they grow like our hair grows. You remember Pride?
Ja.
The one that grew up with
Ja,
you?
ja.
She has babies now.
Ag, genoeg.
3 little babies. So sweet, 2 months old. And she's a very, very good mom.
Oh, dat is sweet.
Baie goeie
Ons maak,
planne.
kyk,
Rita moet net saamkom.
Mama, I can remember when she was a small baby. She came in and she was tiny. Mummy got shot. And yeah, it's just amazing to think she's been a mum now for the 3rd time and she's raised her cub successfully.
Ja,
And it's just mind-blowing that an animal that's totally tame can actually be a good mummy. Most people think they lose their instinct.
ja.
And it just doesn't happen.
This is fantastic.
And she's grown up to be a big cheetah. I'm really impressed with her little crooked face still. So sweet. Mom, but if you really think about it, she's actually such a unique cat that you've released around about 4 years ago. She's had litters already twice in the wild. This is the 3rd time. And she still is so tame that she allows you to even touch her most valuable possessions, and that's her babies. And it's for me, she still feels that this is home and this is safety. Otherwise, she wouldn't have allowed anybody to touch her cubs. And it's amazing.
This is amazing. It's true. It's really
She's doing really
amazing,
good.
yeah.
It's heartwarming actually to think that this is her safety. You are her safety. This is where she feels, yeah, she can raise her cubs.
So let's see what happens in the future with them.
Come, I want to show you something while we are here at Harnas. Do you remember this, Marlies?
Yeah. So this is where grandfather had a plane crash 26 years ago already. Can you remember what type of plane it was really?
It was a Cherokee 235.
So it had 4 seats and only 1 door.
Almost like Papa India Tango.
But
Except the wings are low.
And they had a, well, from us, we were standing in the garden and grandfather flew over, and then they just suddenly lost control and dropped like a stone out of the air.
They probably stalled the wing and then just fell.
It was turning quite
in the
sharp,
turn and then stalled.
and then just dropped, and we heard the plane falling, and then it had this huge mushroom cloud of smoke coming out of the bushes, and we started running because there was no roads to get here. And grandmother jumped into the car and drove all the way, and then we got here, and found granny or grandfather in the bushes, only in his jockey because he had nylon clothes on, so it started burning and it melted into his body.
Can you believe that all 3 people walked away alive from that crash?
Yeah.
Can you believe it? Huh?
Because Niku was also in there, my older brother. And for me, I like to come here because it's got a lot of memories. Because both grandfather and Niku passed away afterwards.
All right.
Come.
Come, let's go.
Wild Jobs Namibia with Rudy and Marlies is proudly sponsored by Windhoek Lager. Wild Jobs Namibia with Rudy and Marlies is proudly sponsored by Windhoek Lager.
This is a treehouse that we built here on Harnas 15 years ago, actually 16 years ago. I started building this treehouse 3 months before our honeymoon night, and it was supposed to be our honeymoon house. And a surprise. And every weekend when I was here, secretly came here, started building this house, and eventually Marlies found out about it. But this is a house that was built for a honeymoon. And we did spend the honeymoon night here. It was incredible. It was a beautiful house with, like you see it there, but it had walls made of wood. He had a thatch roof. I even made a double bed for the honeymoon night.
Yeah, it had a bedroom and like a little lounge area.
Yeah.
Mama, I can't wait to see Gumby. I'm so excited. You remember how naughty he was as a baby when we go to bed and he wants to play and he broke down my door?
I will never forget this for times.
We had to fix and put new doors in constantly. Every week I had a new door.
Yeah, it was. But if you see him now, you will get a big surprise. He's so big now, so fat, so relaxed. And he's 28 years old, and he don't worry about tomorrow. Get my meat and everything is okay. As moet ek vorentoe loop, ek net sien wie roep. Kom hier toe.
Daar is hy. Oh, jy opsien. Oh, he got so big. You have to brush your teeth. Yeah, look at your fluffy teeth. Oh, he's happy now. Oh. It's great to see him.
Daar kom dit.
To share my bed with this baby when he was small, it's quite an adventure because he doesn't sleep at night. So he would come to bed like 5 in the morning, and then the baboons are all afraid and pooping in their nappies because they're scared. And then he would snuggle. He would physically do all this noise and then get in bed and then snuggle. And do you remember how scared he was when he was small, that if you made loud noises, he would run off?
Yeah. And also when he's alone, he cries and he wants somebody. So I don't believe he's a hunter. Or is it now over and out?
And he's exactly the same. He's just more relaxed. Ma, thank you so much for a wonderful time and a visit again. And if I come here and I visit the farm, it's like I'm back home. Memories just come back and it's almost like I've never left. And you and Dad has always been an inspiration to me. And Ma's, you're just doing such a great job. And you were actually the first conservationist in our country, you and Dad, if you can. And I'm 100% sure you didn't even know that you guys are doing the most important work in Namibia for so long, and I'm so proud of you. And being a woman alone now and running a huge organization like this, I'm really proud of you.
Oh, thank you. For me, it is like a dream come true, because we never have time for each other. We was like friends, the best friends on earth. We go for shopping together and wherever we was together. And then suddenly it stopped. I do my thing, you do your thing, and we have no time for each other. And when I hear you come and we start again with a movie together, because it was always a movie together, I know things will change. And so, like Papa said, this is my little film star, you know. Always said you is his
and
little...
any little boer.
Yeah, my little boertjie, my little film star. So, I'm so happy. Thank you.
Thank you, Mama.
Kom, sê vir ouma bye.
Bye.
papa, my
Kom sê
liefie.
bye vir ouma.
Bye. Bye, liefie. Bye. Bye.
Kyk na jouself.
Okay.
Veilig weg, hoor.
Dankie, Osso.
Middag.
Wild Jobs Namibia with Rudy and Marlies is proudly sponsored by Windhoek Lager.